it's not that Fourroux does one thing better than anybody else. They do everything well, and from the time you walk into the door to the time you leave, you just realize as a patient that this is a different experience than what I've experienced in the past. If it's a new patient, it's almost, they don't appreciate it as much because it's just like, oh, okay, this must be how it is everywhere. But when patients come or go to Fourroux that have been other places and seen, what I call the other side, they're amazed by the patient lounge and the scan technology and the speed of how fast everything happens and what's expected of the practitioners and of the technicians in the back, and the people taking care of the inventory and the people taking care of the insurance. It's just the ball rolls so smoothly, and there's very rarely, if ever, a hang up in the process. That to me is the difference. It usually took me 2 to 6 months to get a pair of legs made, and walked out of Fourroux in 5.5 hours with a brand new pair of legs. I mean, that's just, it absolutely blew me away. And I'm also very particular because my level of activity, I understand what I want and what I need, and I'm not willing to settle for anything less than that. And so it can be a little, it takes a lot of patience, both on the prosthetic company's end, Fourroux's end, and my end, of, all right, let's work together and get these things dialed in. Could I get used to it? Yes, but I want it to get exactly right so that, I can do everything that I want to do and not limited, by the prosthetics in any way. I've been doing this long enough, been doing this for 24 years almost. I know what I need, I know what I want, and sometimes I may be wrong and we may have a discussion there, but it's better than us or me saying, all right, here's what I think, and the process saying, well, I think you're wrong, and just do something that goes totally against what I'm thinking and what feels good or may put me into some pain. My biggest thing was my leg would be hurting, and the prosthetist saying, oh, you'll get used to that. No, you can get used to slight variances in the socket or alignment, but you can't get used to pain, and you should never have to be in pain. And Fourroux's embraced that and understood that. I want a leg that I can put on when I get up in the morning. I want to go to work all day, and then I want to go walking with my wife or play golf or go fishing or hunting, and then I want to wear it till when I go to bed at night. I want something that's going to be durable. I want state-of-the-art technology. I want it all. I don't think that's unfair. I think that amputees deserve the best. I think they deserve the best care. I think they deserve the best materials that are available. I want, if I want to be going and doing, I want something that can go and do it with me. The word I would use is unbelievable. I mean, it was just so far removed from what I was used to. I was used to a small office with literally 1 or 2 employees, maybe 3. Used to, fairly limited equipment on site and supplies on site. Everywhere I've ever been, everybody's been friendly and want everything to go well. The capability just wasn't there. When you walk into Fourroux, you just get the feeling that the possibilities are a whole nother ball game. You know, they're just endless here. And when you tour around and you see, okay, these guys are pretty serious about what they're doing. It just, every room, it just comes across that way. It's not anything that's spoken or anything that you talk about, or anybody coming by going, we're serious, you know, this is serious, you know. But it comes across, like I said, the stupid stuff as simple as the lighting and the cleanliness of the office. I mean, things that once again, that are just taken for granted, but aren't necessarily that way everywhere. You know, the TVs in the rooms seem silly, but nowhere else has that I've ever been. Just the little things add up to a totally different experience.